Welcome back to Tipperary County Matters. Now, 1 in 10 people suffer from dyslexia, and Marian Quinlan Curtin is one of those people. Dyslexia is a learning difficulty that affects your ability to learn, read, write and spell. But at 62 years of age, it hasn't stopped Marian. She has written poetry and songs and even published her own book. So earlier this week, we met with the inspiring Marian in her hometown of Temple.
There is a spot in Ireland that I call my home, a tiny little village where I so often roam. It is in North Tipperary, beneath the Devil's Pit. It is Temple, no better place on earth. I was born in Lacey Avenue, Templemore, 3 months early, so I was premature, and we lived in Templemore, and then we moved to Littleton, and I started my primary education in 1957 in Littleton, Muinton, Atira Hall, and we moved here in November 1959. So this is my parents' home, and that's Mum and Dad up on the wall there, so this is a very important place to me. I went to school in Temple National School, and my dad got sick when I was 7, and myself and my sister left home in 1966, and I was 12 and a half and she'd just gone 13. And there was 5 more behind us, so we never questioned it and we didn't feel bad about it, and we had some great times. When I was going to school, I had the impression that I was stupid because I couldn't contain stuff. I didn't know which dare should be there. I couldn't spell things properly, and all that gave me a very low self-esteem of myself. But I put it down then over the years that I lived in Dublin that it was actually lack of education rather than dyslexia, because dyslexia hadn't been heard of back then at all. I didn't know about it anyway, neither would my parents. I got diagnosed in 1998 that I was dyslexic. My daughter was diagnosed a year before, so I asked the educational psychologist would she assess me, because at that stage I was thinking of going back to college. And she assessed me, and it was the best 3 hours I ever spent in my life. And when I got diagnosed then, I thought it would be nice if I put something on the inside of my book for children who are suffering, who have difficulties in school, and for what parents should look out for, so they could get their children assessed. I typed my first book with 2 fingers on a typewriter, and the book was called Feelings from the Heart. I write nothing from my head. And in 2002, I decided I'd set up a website for people who are suffering with dyslexia. And in doing the website, while I was setting up the website, this poem came into my head, and it's called Like a Jigsaw. My mind is like a jigsaw, processing all sorts of information. Breakdown in transmission causes my thoughts to fly around like a beautiful butterfly on a summer's day. Breaking up one's thoughts like pieces of paper, trying hard to put them back together like a jigsaw. Think of 8 lanes of traffic travelling fast in opposite directions. My mind is like a highway, trying very hard to take in what I read, see and hear. My filing system has broken down. My mind finds it hard to learn in the conventional way. Memory lasts only 3 minutes if I am interested. If I am not interested, my mind goes into a dream world. In my mind, I can build spaceships or make a kite, but I cannot transmit my plan to paper. What causes my mind to act like this? A complex thought process that is still not fully known, carried through family genes from generation to generation. A special learning skill that I am proud of, because it makes me who I am. It is dyslexia. For people with dyslexia, I would advise them to let nothing stop them. Everything is achievable within their ability. They can achieve anything. There's many famous people with dyslexia: Whoopi Goldberg, Richard Branson, Bono. The name you can list, Einstein, the list is long. everything is achievable. You can become President of Ireland or the United States or anywhere in the world. Dyslexia won't stop you. The only person that will stop you is yourself.
Encouraging words there from Marian. Now it's that time of year again when Europe is preparing for the Eurovision Song Contest, and this year Ireland's representative is Molly Sterling, and to make things better, she's also a proud Tipperary girl. At just 16 years of age, she has proven to Ireland that her song entitled Playing with Numbers will take us all the way to Vienna in May. So earlier this week we joined Molly on her trip to Puckane National School to meet some of the pupils and some of Molly's past teachers to discover that she was always a showstopper.
I read somewhere that life is about creating memories, and I think this lady is creating great memories for us this year. She came to us in early September 2002, that'd be right, Molly. And I think the day she came in, Mrs. Egan ran up to the staff room at Sustime to say, lads, we have a right one in this year in junior infants. I think she had a gash on her forehead. She headbutted a boat or a stone down in Luska the day before she arrived in school, and she had stitches to match it. So I think she stood out that day.
My name is Molly Sterling and I'm Ireland's Eurovision entry for 2015 in Vienna. And this is where I went to primary school. It was mad. I mean, I was walking in there and they're all clapping, and they made, like, there's signs everywhere, and they have, like, playing with numbers and, like, banners, and even on the night, like, I had all, like, everyone in the school signed this big card, and I had it in the piano stool with me on the night of the Eurosong. I remember stuff from when I was a kid, like that, like someone coming back to the school. It's really, really important for kids to be able to look at the options that are there as well, you know, even if it's only subconscious for them. But no, everybody and everyone's just been unbelievable. It's mad, and they were singing to the song as well. They know the words of my song. It's really weird. I've always had music kind of, it sounds so cliche, but like in me. I don't know, I've always, like, I started here in this primary school, writing loads of little, I used to write scripts and make my friends kind of act out the scripts with me. And then I think I was really into music too. I don't know, yeah, it's a big blur of where it started, and people ask me that, but it's kind of still evolving and stuff, so. Yeah, I was surprised to even be selected for the 5, to be honest, because, you know, it wasn't moulded for Eurovision, but I'm really chuffed that everybody seems to like it, so most people, so it's cool.
My earliest memories of Molly are of a very sweet, pleasant little girl who loved to write stories. Well, in 6th class, we had a concert at the end of the year, and we asked the children would any of them like to perform. And Molly said she'd do a number. So what appeared? Molly with her keyboard, which she had taught herself at 12 years of age, and 2 numbers that she had composed herself. Even her mother in the audience sat back and went, whoa. And I think we all thought then she had a future in music in some area, you know. It was beautiful.
I specifically remember, like, being in, I don't know, but like 8 or 9, and Miss Kerwin and Mr. Dooley and everybody, like, encouraging you to be creative. There's no creative blockage in this school, and you know, everything, it is all about the butterfly effect. So no, they're really like pillars, you know, like looking back, and it's only now I'm kind of looking back and remembering like the milestones and kind of, you know, because you have to think about it because people are asking you. And it's nice because usually you wouldn't think about that stuff. So winning the Eurovision, that would open every door that musicians spend years and years trying to open and knock down. And you're relying on people to like your music too. So winning the Eurovision it would be cool to do everybody proud too, because they've just, you know, when you can see in people's eyes, even though there's some people who I haven't seen for like years, and when I come back you can see they really care and they believe in you, you know, you can see it in their face, and it would be cool to do them proud, yeah. Hopefully the future is bright. If I get the support I got here everywhere else, that would be great. Then it would be bright.
Well, we here in Tipperary are all behind Molly, so make sure to tell everyone you know throughout Europe to give Molly 2 points on Saturday, May 23rd. That's it for tonight's show. I'm Fiona O'Sullivan, and remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check out our website on irishtv.ie, and you can get in touch by emailing tipperary@irishtv.ie.